There is a war we fight daily, one that is unseen yet waged in the depths of the soul. This battle is not against flesh and blood, but against the forces that corrode our discipline, shake our reason, and weaken our fortitude. As men who seek the unshakable path of self-mastery, we must be wary, not of enemies in the open, but of unseen weaknesses wrapped in soft whispers and delicate smiles. 1. The veil of emotional manipulation. There exists a type of woman who weaves words like silk, pulling the strings of your emotions without you ever noticing. She appears fragile, needing your strength, but her true power lies in bending your will. She is the friend who plays the victim, the lover who weaponizes tears, the colleague who feigns helplessness to make you shoulder her burdens. Her impact is corrosive, draining your focus, twisting your principles, and leading you down paths of unnecessary guilt and obligation. Stoic response: recognize emotions as fleeting clouds over the mountain of your will. When confronted with manipulation, step back, observe, and ask, what is within my control? Respond with logic, not reaction. As Epictetus declared, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. 2. The distraction of vanity. A woman obsessed with appearances, both hers and yours, is a silent thief of time and discipline. She demands attention, validation, and ceaseless admiration. She is found in the digital halls of social media, where the currency is likes and the debt is your peace. She wants you to orbit her world, where material excess, fleeting beauty, and shallow thrills take precedence over wisdom and virtue. Stoic response: we are not meant to be captivated by illusions. Remain steadfast in purpose. Train your eyes to seek character, not curves. As Seneca reminds us, a beautiful woman is not admired for her beauty alone, but for the wisdom and virtue that adorns her soul. 3. The prisoner of chaos. There are those who thrive in disorder, drawing men into their storms rather than seeking shelter. She is erratic in her emotions, unstable in her desires, and fickle in her loyalty. She loves drama, for without it, she is nothing. She is the woman whose life is a constant crisis, where peace is foreign and tranquility is an enemy. Her presence injects tension into your mind, distorting clarity, turning your focus from discipline to damage control. Stoic response: a man of wisdom does not drown in another's tempest. Set boundaries as firm as Roman walls. Walk away if necessary. As Marcus Aurelius taught, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. 4. The seduction of comfort. Comfort is the slow death of the strong. Beware the woman who encourages laziness, who softens your edges, who whispers, "Why struggle?" Take it easy. She is the one who tempts you into indulgence, where food replaces fortitude, idleness replaces industry, and entertainment replaces enlightenment. Stoic response: the path to greatness is not walked in leisure, but in effort. Train your body, sharpen your mind, temper your spirit. As Seneca warns, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. 5. The illusion of love without respect. Love without respect is chains disguised as silk. The woman who does not respect your time, your mission, or your discipline is an anchor tied to your soul. She is the one who tests your boundaries, mocks your aspirations, and seeks to mold you into a lesser man to fit her desires. Stoic response: a man does not beg for respect, he commands it through action. Never trade self-worth for affection. Love should elevate, not enslave. To love only what happens, what was destined, no greater harmony. Marcus Marcus Aurelius. 6. The temptress of negativity. There are those whose words corrode like rust, dripping with complaints, gossip, and hopelessness. She is the woman who always finds fault, who sees shadows in the sun, who seeks to drown ambition in the poison of doubt. Stoic response. A man should surround himself with those who sharpen him, not those who dull his edge. Limit exposure, protect your mindset. As Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. 7. The puppet of society's expectations. She is molded by the whims of culture, driven by trends, enslaved by public opinion. She believes in external validation above inner truth, measuring success in status, wealth, and fleeting admiration. Stoic response. Remain unmoved by the opinions of the crowd. Choose a woman whose values stand firm, whose soul is sculpted by wisdom, not the fickle hands of society. As Marcus Aurelius stated, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. 8. The deceiver of independence. A woman who mistakes defiance for strength, who believes she needs no one, often walks a path of isolation and bitterness. She refuses counsel, shuns vulnerability, and sees dependence as weakness. But true strength is not in denying connection. It is in balancing self-sufficiency with harmony. Stoic response. Seek a woman who understands the power of unity, who values partnership but does not demand dependence. As Seneca wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." 9. The slave to desire. A woman ruled by desires of material wealth, luxury, or ceaseless pleasure is a woman never at peace. She is never satisfied, always chasing, always wanting more. A man who follows such a woman will find himself running forever, but never arriving. Stoic response. Simplicity breeds freedom. Align with those who seek virtue, not vanity. As Epictetus warned, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. 10. The disrespecter of time. Time is the most precious currency, and a woman who squanders yours is a thief. She lures you into meaningless debates, endless drama, and idle pastimes that add no value to your growth. Stoic response. Guard your time like a fortress. Align with those who uplift, not those who waste. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. Seneca. A man's power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering himself. The storm will rage, the distractions will whisper, and the world will seek to soften you. But remember, greatness is forged in fire, not in comfort. Stay resolute, brothers, for the path is narrow, but the destination is eternity.